Concerns over a possibly biased juror did not stop the proceedings today in the retrial of two men accused of plotting to kidnap Governor Whitmer. But the way the judge handled those concerns, that could come back into play later, perhaps. Sean Lay live with more on the juror situation and today's testimony. Sean.
Devin, it's a big deal. The juror remains on the jury right now, even after meeting in chambers with the judge without attorneys being present. Legal analysts are saying that could lead to a mistrial or, if the men are convicted, some kind of automatic appeal. Insiders calling today a critical stage in the trial after concerns were brought to the judge that a member of the jury may have told others before jury selection that they wanted to be on this jury, showing a possible juror with an agenda. Judge Robert Yonker questioned that juror, but did so without defense attorneys present. Insiders tell us that is a problem, and Adam Fox and Barry Croft could argue that they did not get a fair trial. That juror so far has not been removed, and if the judge removed the juror now, we're told that could cause alarm with the jury. Their focus might be on why and not on the evidence being presented. And the judge says he's handling what he's calling a fluid and developing situation with that juror behind closed doors. Writing for now, the court expects to continue addressing the situation in non-public hearings and filings while the case is pending to limit the risk of mistrial. During the trial today, prosecutors continue to call FBI agents who hired confidential informants to join the Wolverine Watchmen, as prosecutors say they planned the kidnapping of Governor Whitmer. But agents today revealed on cross-examination how one confidential informant shared a bed with defendant Barry Croft during training exercises and smoked marijuana with the group, a violation of FBI rules. Bottom line, the judge told the prosecutors and defense attorneys today to pick up the pace. He says this trial is taking too long with these early witnesses. In the meantime, trial watchers were speaking with legal analysts are saying that juror may have been left on the jury not to upset the flow of the trial or lead to a mistrial, could be replaced by an alternate jury once deliberations begin. We're live tonight. Sean Lane, Local 4, back to you.
All right, Sean.